Ever feel like grocery shopping just hasn't caught up to, the 21st century?
Uh-huh.
It's
Yeah.
like we've got cars that practically drive themselves,
Yeah.
but I'm still stuck here squinting at these blurry produce stickers trying to tell if, like, this lemon's organic or not.
It's true. It can feel kind of archaic when you think about it. Like, the technology is definitely out there to make the whole experience, well, smoother.
Exactly. And that's kind of what today's deep dive is all about, right? We're
Exactly.
talking about Tiliter,
Tiliter, yeah.
a company that's using AI to, well, maybe not reinvent the wheel, but definitely give the whole shopping cart situation a serious upgrade.
Yeah, totally, totally.
And we're diving into all of this thanks to some really interesting insights we got from Allied Venture Partners, who,
Hmm.
fun fact, are actually backing Tiliter.
Yep, they are.
And their investment memo really gave us a great kind of roadmap, to understanding what makes Tiliter tick, what problems are they solving, and like, why does this even matter for the future of how we buy groceries?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a really interesting case study.
So no more deciphering those like hieroglyphic produce codes then.
Yeah.
Tell me tell me more about Tiliter. What is it?
So Tiliter is all about, bringing AI like to the forefront of, your grocery store run. So they've created this smart scale
Okay.
that uses computer vision to basically, give the checkout a set of superpowered eyes.
Okay, so that already sounds way more exciting than the average like scale you see at the doctor's office. But how does it actually work? Like I'm picturing like a banana on a scale and then what?
Okay, so imagine this. You're cruising through the produce section. You grab like a couple of Brayburn apples, right?
Yeah.
Instead of like hunting for that tiny sticker, you just pop them on Tiliter scale.
And it just knows.
It knows.
Yeah.
Their system is powered by, a really advanced form of AI. It's called a convolutional neural network.
Mm-hmm.
And it can actually differentiate between like a Granny Smith and a Brayburn in under a second with over 99% accuracy.
Wow. 99%. That's like even better than I am at identifying apples. And I consider myself, somewhat of an apple aficionado.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I've got my favorites.
You and I aren't the only ones who struggle with this. It turns out supermarkets, I mean, they've been grappling with some major pain points. And this is really where Tilter's tech is, aiming to kind of solve those head on.
All right, so let's unpack some of these grocery grievances then, right? What's like the first thing on the list of problems they're tackling?
First up, time.
Okay.
We've all been there, right? We've all been stuck in those like agonizingly slow checkout lines.
Oh, tell me about it.
But it's not just annoying, for us, like as shoppers,
Yeah.
it's costing retailers like big time. We're talking billions of dollars in like lost potential sales every year because of these checkout bottlenecks.
See, I never really thought about it like that, that like every minute I'm stuck in line is a minute of potential sales they're losing.
Exactly, yeah.
So how does Tiliter help with that?
So Tiliter estimates that their tech can actually reduce wait times by like a whopping 40%,
Wow.
which means faster checkouts, happier customers, and of course, like increased revenue for those retailers.
Okay, so that's a win-win for everybody involved. I can already like feel my blood pressure lowering just thinking about shorter lines at the store.
Right.
But beyond just the saving time aspect, right? What other kind of like supermarket struggles is Tiliter going after?
Well, think about all the times you've been like totally baffled by those tiny faded produce codes, right?
Yeah.
Or you're like struggling to weigh your loose vegetables.
Yeah.
It turns out like more than half of shoppers find those non-barcoded items like kind of a pain to deal with.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure I've scanned a potato as an onion like at least once trying to get through self-checkout quickly.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
all those little mix-ups, they add up. Right?
Yeah.
It leads to that frustration for shoppers, lost revenue for stores. Teliter's solution: just eliminate the confusion altogether. So the system, instantly identifies the produce, weighs it, and you're good to go.
So easy.
No more guessing games, no more frantic code scanning.
So Teliter's like the superhero of the produce aisle then, swooping in to save the day from checkout chaos and, misidentified mangoes.
Exactly.
But I have to imagine this technology like has implications beyond just making, my grocery shopping less stressful.
Oh, absolutely. And this is where it gets really interesting.
Do it.
So you see supermarkets, they lose an estimated, are you ready for this? $46 billion
What?
annually.
Billion.
Billion.
Wow.
Due to theft and what they call shrinkage.
Wait, $46 billion. I knew like shoplifting was a problem, but that's a staggering number.
It is, and it's not just about people, like sneaking things out in their bags, right?
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of shrinkage actually comes from things like, those misidentified produce items at self-checkout or just inaccurate inventory.
Right, right, right.
Tiliter addresses this head on,
Okay.
you know?
So not only is it like faster and easier for customers, it also helps retailers keep a much closer eye on their inventory.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's a game changer.
it is. And there's one more critical issue that Tiliter addresses.
Oh, lay on me. What else?
Plastic waste.
Oh, right. Yeah.
With, growing environmental concerns. And we're seeing a lot of countries are really starting to, crack down on single-use plastics.
Mm.
Those flimsy produce bags, they're becoming a thing of the past.
Right, because who really needs another plastic bag clogging up their like kitchen drawer?
Right, exactly.
It's like,
The worst.
and with Tiliter, you don't need one. So the system eliminates the need to bag your produce for weighing, which aligns perfectly with this global push for sustainability.
Okay, so Tiliter's tackling slow checkouts, confusing codes, even plastic waste.
Mm.
It sounds like a win for shoppers and, like, the planet as a whole.
It is.
But let's zoom in a little bit on how this actually works, like step by step. Walk me through that user experience. What am I doing?
Okay, so picture yourself back at the store with those apples, right?
Okay.
You place them on the scale, the system instantly recognizes them, no barcode scanning needed, and the weight just pops up on the display.
So no more like touchscreen wrestling matches at the self-checkout.
Exactly. And, like trying to find the right button.
Tiliter actually made like a very conscious choice to skip the touchscreen altogether.
Really? That's an interesting design choice. Why go that route?
So it really all boils down to, accessibility and ease of use for everyone.
Oh, okay.
Think about it. Someone with, visual impairments,
Mm.
an elderly person who isn't quite comfortable with touchscreens, even a parent who's got like a screaming toddler in the cart.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyone can use this system,
Mm.
without a hitch.
Yeah, that's a smart move, I think. By focusing on simplicity, they've actually made the technology like more inclusive in a way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I love that. But seamless checkout experiences, they don't always translate into like successful businesses at the end of the day, right?
Right.
So what's the strategy behind Tiliter's growth? Like how are they actually getting this out there?
Okay, so they've taken a page from like the tech playbook and gone with that land and expand approach,
Yeah.
going after those major grocery chains.
So start with a few like key partnerships, prove the technology's worth, and then world domination.
Well, maybe not world domination yet, but global expansion is definitely like on the table for them.
Okay.
They're already in 9 countries, and they've secured contracts with some big names like Woolworths in Australia.
Okay, so they're gaining some traction with, some major players in the grocery world.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
But, the grocery industry is kind of notorious for being a little slow to like adopt new tech. What
Yeah.
gives Tiliter an edge in like such a competitive landscape?
It's a combination of factors. First, they have that, very coveted first mover advantage. No one else is solving these specific problems at this scale,
Yeah.
especially with this level of, AI sophistication.
So they're not just riding the AI wave, they're kind of like leading the charge in the grocery world a little bit.
Precisely, yeah.
Okay.
Second, their technology is built for, like, seamless integration,
Right.
Supermarkets, they don't have to, like, overhaul their entire systems. Tiliter just slots right in.
That's huge because,
Yeah.
grocery stores, they're all about efficiency. So a plug-and-play solution like this is a game changer.
Totally. And we can't forget about profitability, right?
Right.
While the investor memo that we saw, they had some details redacted for confidentiality.
Of course, yeah.
It was very clear that Tiliter's model allows for like some pretty attractive profit margins as they scale up.
So they're solving a real problem. They're the first to do it effectively, and they've got a business model that's built for growth. That's a powerful combination. It kind of reminds me of like could Tiliter be like the next big tech disruptor? It's definitely got that like that game-changing kind of vibe.
Yeah, yeah. And it seems like the investors think so too. Remember how the memo mentioned Tiliter's global vision?
Mm-hmm.
So grocery stores for them are just the beginning.
Wait, there's more.
Yeah.
I'm already sold on like faster checkouts and escaping the plastic produce bag, black hole. Like
Oh, yeah.
what else is Tiliter, got up their sleeve?
Well, think about it. This technology, it can be applied anywhere where you need to, like quickly and accurately identify items,
Okay.
warehouses, logistics, even healthcare. Uh, the possibilities, they're huge.
Okay, so now I'm really seeing the bigger picture here, right? It's not just about like a smoother grocery shopping trip. It's about streamlining like all sorts of processes, these little things that we just kind of take for granted in our lives.
Exactly. Yeah. Imagine a world where like package sorting in a warehouse happens instantly,
Whoa.
where medical professionals they can identify surgical tools without having to like break sterile protocol.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Tilliter's AI has the potential to touch so many aspects of our lives.
It's like a glimpse into the future where lines are shorter, inventory is always accurate, and maybe, just maybe, I'll finally stop like accidentally buying the wrong kind of onion.
Right, exactly.
That's the dream.
That's the dream right there.
That's the dream. But no, in all seriousness, I mean, Toledo really is like they're asking some really big questions about the future of AI and its role in our everyday lives.
It's a lot to process.
It is. It is.
But Tilliter's definitely a company to watch, I think.
Yeah.
So what's the final verdict? Is this AI-powered shopping revolution like truly upon us?
I think, Tilliter's onto something big here. They've got the technology, they've got the vision, and they definitely have the momentum to be a major player in this space. Well, for one, I'm excited to see where this all goes. And hey, listener, we want to hear from you. Have you spotted Tilliter in your local supermarket? What are your thoughts on this brave new world of like AI powered shopping? Hit us up on social media using hashtag the deep dive and share your experience. You might even be featured in a future episode. Until then, happy shopping.